Thank you for coming on this magnificent Friday when some of us should be out exercising and doing healthy other things, but here we have a brilliant breakfast in front of us. Your attendance here this morning is supported by the Royalties for Regions for this business development information briefing. My name's Ray McMillian. I'm Chief Executive Officer of the Busselton Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and we are pleased to be hosting this morning's breakfast through the support of the Department of Commerce. There are a number of proceedings that we'll go through eventually, but it's my pleasure to initially introduce to you Honourable Barry House, MLC. Barry is representing the Attorney General and the Minister for Commerce, the Honourable Michael Minchin, and I'd ask you to welcome Barry to the stage.
Thank you very much, Ray, and good morning, everybody. Well, I am here representing, as a local representative for a start, and a member of the state government, but I could be here in a couple of other capacities. First of all, I'm a local resident. I live on Abbey Farm Road in Yallingup, and it's a great place to live, the best corner of the best state of the best country in the world. I could also be here, I guess, for nostalgic purposes, because in the 1980s, when I was a school teacher at the Busselton Senior High School, I used to moonlight two or three nights a week here in this facility, working behind the bar. And that was a great education as well, and got me involved with a lot of other people. I could also be here, I guess, as a former spokesperson for the Science and Innovation portfolio, where I got to know for 2 or 3 years, both in opposition and in government, got to know the people involved in the Department of Commerce in particular as a very enterprising, innovative group of people. And through that department, headed up by Julie de Jong, there's a wealth of experience, there's a wealth of information, a wealth of knowledge, and they do a very good job. But I am here as a member of the state government, representing the ministers, and I'm very pleased to be here in this official capacity to open proceedings. Can I acknowledge, first of all, Ray McMillian from the Busselton Chamber of Commerce, Peter Griffin's here, the President of the Margaret River Chamber of Commerce. I know there's representatives of the Dunsbury Yallingup Chamber of Commerce here as well, and perhaps even Augusta, I'm not sure about that. But there's also councillors here from the City of Busselton, Terry Best, and from the Augusta Margaret River Shire Council, Neville Veach, over here. And I know the room's full of a variety of other very distinguished guests, so I'm very pleased to be here. And I'd just like to say that, first of all, I'd like to welcome you to this proceeding and express the hope that your attendance would prove to be worthwhile in deepening your understanding of programs and policies which may be able to assist your business. During the recent election, both the Liberal and National parties made commitments to support the growth of regional business. The Department of Regional Development is working with the Department of Commerce and the Small Business Development Corporation and the Regional Development Commissions to develop and implement specific initiatives around this objective. And in terms of regional development commissions, the South West Development Commission is the local one here, of course, and one of your speakers today, Matt Lewis, is here representing the South West Development Commission, and I think he's just survived the Emergence Creative Festival and looks wide awake this morning. The aim of the overall regional buy local commitment is to support companies to improve their internal efficiencies and rate of return to maximise growth opportunities in major markets such as state government agency purchasing and resource sector spending. As some of you will be aware, in the Barnett government's first term, funding was made available through the Royalties for Regions program for the delivery of forums such as this and the delivery of industry facilitation and support program. And could I just add as an aside that as a regional representative in the Parliament of Western Australia, I'm delighted with the Royalties for Regions program. I'm delighted with its focus and its implementation, and I'm very confident in its future. It's played a great role for regional Western Australia. I think it's got the potential, and hopefully with a bit more advocacy from some of us, we'll see a little bit more of a focus in this region of Western Australia through the Royalties for Regions funding in the next few years. And Ray McMillian will provide you with some details of the initial success of the program in terms of outcomes secured. In fact, the program has attracted the interest of resource project proponents such as Chevron and Woodside, and I understand the co-funded round has just been successfully concluded, covering businesses in Onslow to support the Wheatstone project. And that is particularly relevant for this region because the mining and resource industry is having a greater presence in this region, as we all know, through something like 1,500 FIFO workers operating out of this corner of the state, and the permanent presence of Rio Tinto and others. I understand that the 8 regional briefings conducted in 2013 were a considerable success in terms of numbers attending and satisfaction expressed with the information presented. We appreciate that regional businesses concerned with its day-to-day operations may not be fully aware of the type of state and Commonwealth assistance programs which are open to them, and equally government policies covering markets such as state agencies and mineral and energy projects may not be fully understood. So I'm looking forward myself to finding out a little bit more about that. I'm sure that you'll get some very useful information out of this morning's presentations. Thank you for getting up early and coming to this breakfast, and I'm sure and I'm confident that you'll enjoy proceedings and get something worthwhile out of it. All the best. Thank you very much.